Welcome to the newsstand of the hottest new podcast, Opinions 2 Million, with your hosts, Big G, Money Mo, and Shawnee, where we'll be discussing the latest and greatest heat from the culture. Man, did you hear that beat drop? You ain't ready. Let's get straight into it. Opinions to reach 1 million followers, opinions to reach $1 million. New pod dropping every week. I officially welcome you to Opinions 2 Million podcast. Let the beat rock.
All right, welcome to episode 13. We got Money Mo, Big G, and myself, Shawnee.
Oh, we back.
Back
Today's
again.
topics, we got Brittany Renner being brought on by Deion Sanders to the university to talk to the boys. We got Jesse Smollett. We got YouTube getting rid of the dislike button. We got the Jake Paul boxing. We got hobbies to talk about of all of ours. Going to give an NFL update. Also, our dream home of everyone's. Also, Tristan Thompson. And finally, we're going to talk about the Maryland man that was selling the fake vaccine cards.
Man, we got a long list of topics to get to today.
Yep.
We're going to keep it. We're going to get straight into it. But yeah, man, what that joint was going crazy in the internet. Everybody was posting the clips. You know, everybody was going crazy last time she visited the college talking about hide your sons. And it seems like Deion Sanders kind of turned the scripts and brought Brittany Renner in to kind of school his athletes, his football players about the reverse game and like how not to get caught up with messing with some of these IG Tatianas, you know what I'm saying? As they say in DC, rollers, as Fat Trout would say. It's like, nah, man, but I mean, the clip was going crazy on the internet. What's your thoughts, man? I thought it was real interesting and a nice way for Deion to kind of like, you know, get some social clout for his school.
At first, I was like, he really just trying to see what's up with her, like on that one. But when I really think about it, she a perfect example for young athletes coming up, like trying to dodge people. I know at first it was like kind of like a joke, like all right, she out and about, but that's a good example to bring. Like you can't bring nobody better than her in terms of like that's popular right now, finessing people, finessing athletes out of money.
Yeah, for sure. I think the message, what he was trying to he's trying to get the kids ready for like real life world where you got like females or just any like distractions that you have. I think the message was right, but I just thought it was funny, like just bringing her on of all people, right? I mean, it is the right person because of like, you know, what she's known for, but I just thought it was funny, like her of all people. Like I'm sure there's so many, right? There's so many girls in that could have been a distraction that he could have brought on, but it was just funny. But I mean, it was the right thing to do for the school. It's a small school. I know his son's playing well at QB, so they're getting attention that way. But this even brought more attention to the school and them. So
most definitely. I mean, you got to look at it, man. I think like all around it was a good move. I think people really be sleep on Brittany Renner and don't even remember that Brittany Renner actually wrote a book, man. And the title of that joint is like the cover she wears, or Judge This Cover is the title of it. So like she does have a game, and kind of in that book she talks about running game on athletes and things, and you kind of see that with PJ Thompson or PJ Washington, my bad, that she kind of brought that book to fruition. So who better to come school the kids better than her, right? And then you also got to look at it from this aspect. I know a lot of people is looking at it as like, you know, cashing in on social clout and, you know, trending the internet, trying to get some fame for the HBCU program. But there's also the new rule where these athletes are allowed to make money on their own now, right? So you have a lot of people with no financial literacy and things like that. And a lot of people are going to be approaching these young athletes for business opportunities. And along with that comes the blood sucking leeches, such as, you know, people that subscribe to her philosophy. So I do think that there might be a serious lane if she would continue to develop this business plan. That, what do y'all think about that angle as the college athletes out in it being able to capitalize off their likeness? Do you think she might actually have a business model set up here, man? She might be able to turn this into a real business opportunity.
Yeah, she it's so weird because it's like I know she says she's not getting that much child support, but I feel like she definitely is getting the child support, not that much, but she's definitely like I know she's like probably smart, like in terms of intellectual level, but like I think just like her being in the media with like all the like finessing people, she's saying all the stuff she's going to do. People keep falling for it, so I think she's real open about anything she does. So I think that'll be a good path, that business path to like trying to teach like these athletes and stuff like that.
So does she come out in the open? Like, Gary, I know you mentioned that she wrote a book. Does she come out and just openly says that she does this
PJ knew
for
everything
the purpose?
about her.
Yeah, she literally gave the game plan in the book. Star. Yeah, she gave the game plan in the book.
Earlier,
and people,
like, her being like a blood sucking. I don't want it to come off as us making it seem like you know the girls that are like doing this was. I mean, I thought maybe it could have been unintentionally, but so this is like intentional. Like,
nah, everybody
the whole game
knew
plan.
PJ knew who she was before all of that, and he still fell for it. So one day for sure, the flesh is always gonna get a man.
I mean, Deion Sanders' son that's playing there, he's about to be like I think he's gonna do well in the draft too. So you know, it could be definitely a target.
This man moves crazy.
This man Gary gonna fall for it.
I think.
You see, G Academics already fall for it.
I'm done, yo.
I
think that she definitely might be visiting more schools, man. I'm trying to tell you, there's an angle with this new likeness laws that the athletes can capitalize on now. That
right.
You know, you're definitely going to have a lot of predatory people coming out there and trying to, get these kids in bad brand deals, and comes along with that is the groupies trying to leech off of them. So
we'll see what goes from here.
We're definitely going to be keeping a close eye on that, man. But next up, we got everybody's favorite or / worst actor, Jesse Smollett, as I like to call him, or Juicy. What Dave Chappelle call him? Juicy Smollett or something. Juicy
G-A-Y Tupac, man.
You call yourself the gay
Tupac.
This has to be the most bizarre story.
So do a quick, like, because I know it. I know a lot about it. Do a quick rundown. It's like I know he tried out, like he got kidnapped. Yeah, like in 2019, he orchestrated a kidnapping, right? So it was 2019. There was a report of a kidnapping in Chicago at like something absurd, like 1 o'clock in the morning. And one of the craziest thing, it literally was the coldest day in years. Like it was literally negative something outside. Like it was literally the coldest day on record in years. And he said he was going to get a Subway sandwiches. Some KKK members rolled up on him and said like MAGA forever and threw a noose and poured bleach on him. It was a crazy story. Yeah. It was an outlandish story. Like I'm trying to tell you, from the jump, I knew the joint was crazy because it was the cold. I'm like, y'all saying like a cold day. I'm talking about like coldest day on record in years. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, he's going to get a Subway sandwich, and a Trump supporter in MAGA hats pull up on him with a noose and bleach, man.
Wait,
I'm trying to tell y'all.
First red flag is what Subway's open at 1.
Yeah, yo. But it might be different in the major cities. You know, they be major cities, but
like Chicago.
So now, the police. He did all kind of interviews. He called it homophobic attack. He said that it was a racist attack. The whole United States was kind of up in arms. The Chicago Police Department exhausted a lot of resources trying to find the people, but comes to find out that it was a whole orchestrated plot, and that he hired 2 African brothers to do the kidnapping and all of this.
Cool. Apparently he was having like sexual relations with.
Oh my, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, it just came up.
So they did press charges on him, and it just came out today, literally like an hour or 2 ago, that he was found guilty and convicted on 5 of 6 charges, with each charge carrying up to 3 years in jail time. So, I mean, we're going to wait for the sentencing to come out, but man, what's your thoughts? I mean, this is one of the craziest stories. I remember when it came out, like everybody was going crazy, and it's like, you couldn't couldn't ask any questions about it because people were thinking that you were either racist or you were homophobic. Like you couldn't ask anything or question the story at all. But to me, it was giving red flags from the beginning. That's all I got to say.
Right. And then he coming out saying all this stuff about him and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's like it's gonna make like some stories lose credibility because they're not gonna believe this whole stuff.
Yeah, it's like people taking advantage. It's like you're taking advantage of something and then like going overboard with it. When someone that might actually go through something that's similar, or like imagine if this actually had happened to someone that's like a real story. It's hard for us to believe, but we have like heard about this. Now it's gonna be hard for us to believe. Right? If it was something like this were to happen to someone for real. So
exactly.
You hate to see it. Someone's like trying to take advantage.
This was a crazy story. I mean, man, coldest day on record.
That's crazy. And in Chicago, we know how cold it is too.
Noose, MAGA hats, pickup truck, it don't get much crazier than this, man.
And if it's the coldest day, they got like a lot of jackets on. Sort of, if it was a KKK, even though it wasn't, they gonna have to do like they're gonna have to look through the hood, look through, make sure it's a black person.
So it was. You're right about that, man. It's a lot going on with that story, man. But he was convicted of 5 of the 6 charges. So we're going to see what happens. Follow the story.
See what happens. Facts.
Come back at the sentencing time, man. We're gonna go ahead and keep this show moving right along.
Thanks.
What's next?
So the next thing that we're going to talk about was the YouTube getting rid of the dislike button. You can still dislike stuff on YouTube. You just won't be able to see it as a viewer. So if you're disliking, it's no longer there for you. So how do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, I'll tell. This is like I think this it's kind of get to that point where it's like this world like towards like a softer edge. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get me wrong, there's a lot of YouTube videos that didn't deserve the dislikes that it was getting. But like you got like 6ix9ine videos who got like more dislikes. Tekashi 6ix9ine more dislikes than likes. Right. So it's crazy. But I guess like they tapping into like the people who posting it mentally, how they feeling when they get dislikes. But they know the environment, the crowd they talking to. So I'm not a fan of
it's 2 things with that. It's one thing is going back to what you're saying initially, like the way like we're moving as a society, like being sensitive to certain things, and I guess it's a good step. I mean, if you're looking at it that way, but I mean, it's like for an example, like the show The Office. I just heard I forget the name of the main character, whoever plays Michael Scott. He mentioned like the show, if they were to be remade today, it wouldn't survive. Because the jokes that he made back then, even though it's a few years ago, that the way today's society is, they wouldn't be able to take it. And second thing, with it getting rid of the dislike button, I think it sucks for a viewer, because if you're actually trying to find a video and you want to know before you even like watch a few seconds of it, you can quickly take a look at it. Now you can't do that if you you don't know if it's a real video, if the title is matching what's
especially like movie content. Netflix trailers and stuff like that.
Yeah, like you just don't know because you can't see it. So I mean, even if you're disliking it, it sucks for the next person that's going to come there and is trying to watch it.
Man,
there's 2 sides to it.
Y'all gotta bring some more energy, man. This joint is absurd. This is a direct result of the culture where everybody was receiving trophies, man. It's only trophies for the winner, man. When everybody get a trophy, everybody wants to see results, man. So I think that this is crazy, man. You can, like Z said, you still can dislike, but the counter won't work, right? So you'll see like the amount of views that you get, the amount of likes you get, but for some reason you'll just see a dislike button with no counter. I think it's extremely soft, but people need to thicker
But this
skin.
is what I don't understand, like companies don't do. I feel like they should have an option where the person that posted the video could turn on or off the likes. So it could be like, because I know a lot of people wouldn't even turn off the dislikes, but like they should have an option where it's like, all right, completely turn off dislikes. Not to every video, but like have that option as a uploader, and that'll be way better, the option.
But it seems like this is stemming from.
But then it would take it away from the people that actually like. If I'm putting up something fake, I'll be like, all right, well, I don't want the people to know that So I'll get rid of it.
It brings up a good point. Like it's like, well, you swim through some video. Say you're looking for a tutorial video how to put something together. go quick on that joint. You're like, oh man, this joint got so many dislikes. I'm not messing with that. On to the next one. It kind of messes up the matrix of, how you can judge the actual value of the video without watching the whole thing. So I would like.
Isn't that what it was there for initially? Like, isn't that what the like?
I guess it was for something like that, but it's like I think the real reason they're getting rid of it, man, because there's this new thing going around. I'm not really on social media too much, but I hear about ratio, right? So people
ratio.
They be kind of like clowning people and teasing and I guess bullying more likes people.
Retweets.
Yeah, saying like for like Twitter, it's like if somebody like comments or retweets your tweet and they get more than you, or if you get more dislikes than thing, they comment ratio.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that's kind of bothering the creator. So man, when I think, man, you need to grow up, man, get some thick skin, man. It's a cold world out here, as J. Cole said.
But at the end of the day, you could argue too. It's like you could look at the comments too. Comments do be real. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, like if I'm like watching a Netflix trailer, I'll go right to the comments. I won't even look at the dislikes. I'll go to the comments first. So it's a 50-50, I think.
Yeah, when I'm watching a new drill video, man, I'm going straight to the comments.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see what's going on, man. That's when we should have hit that joint with Mo's tweet. We should have hit the ratio on that joint.
Oh yeah. I just was keeping up at one point.
Ratio.
Even. I'm like, man.
Looks like my man Shawnee's having some audio problems. You good?
Yeah. What happened? Why did you guys end it?
Nah, man, we still going.
We still going.
We live and direct. Let's keep it moving. What's next? Man, we got Jake Paul. We got boxing. Yeah, recently it came out that Jake Paul will no longer be fighting Tommy Fury, man. I know that was something that a couple of us was looking forward to. Seeing how the legacy of the Furies could continue on. I don't think he was personally going to defeat Jake Paul, but there was some.
He was about to destroy him.
There was some controversy about Jake Paul not taking some kind of test and everything, but they've saying that Tommy Fury or got a broken rib or something, so he no longer can fight. So they were pacing him with Tyron Woodley. And Jake Paul sweetened the pot because a lot of people were complaining last time and saying that it was in the contract that they couldn't knock out. Tyron Woodley couldn't knock out Jake Paul. So Jake Paul publicly tweeted. Yeah, it wasn't official, but people were rumored that was in the contract. So now that Tommy Fury backed out due to injury, they replaced him with Tyron Woodley on 2 weeks' notice. And Jake Paul publicly tweeted, if Tyron Woodley knocks me out, he'd get a $500,000 cash bonus, man. So what y'all thinking about this?
Dang. So hopefully we'll see it. Well, people don't know a lot of boxers bet on themselves. So that's the thing that's corrupt with boxing and like sports and stuff. Mm-hmm. I remember that Floyd fight. He had him knocked out, but he kept him up. So Floyd probably bet on the prop.
I don't know about all that.
It go to distance.
I don't know about all that.
I'll send you the video. That boy had.
I think that was the camera angle, man. People be manipulating stuff.
But Floyd, how Floyd about his money. Floyd did better. But like when you look at Tyron Woodley, the last fight, it's like yo, like he's not even like really trying to knock him out of anything. So I'm like, it's something fishy going on with that. It's something fishy going on with that one. Gary could definitely relate to that.
Yeah, I mean, what you think about this, Mo? I think it's a genius marketing scheme. Like, I think that by Jake Paul definitely has more experience boxing than Tyron Woodley, right? Maybe. I would say. You could debate it, right?
Yeah.
And I think by him sweetening the pot, adding $500,000 for the knockout, Tyron Woodley will search for the knockout, which I think that's
kind of disrespectful, though. Like him saying that if he takes the shoot, I mean, I would take the money, but it's like he's so confident, he's betting on himself so much. Yeah, it's such. I feel like it's really disrespectful. Like, hey, you know what? If you knock me out, it's like I think that's kind of. I don't know how you guys take it, but I kind of look at him as like disrespecting him to like the next level. Like it's going to be that easy.
You can look at it two ways. I think it's a genius move because I think by him offering that, and Tyron Woodley's going to go in the ring looking for the knockout. And when you're head hunting for that knockout, like we saw with Deontay Wilder, it opens you up for more shots And I think Jake Paul is going to take advantage of that, right? Because he's going to be headhunting, right? So that's going to take away from that fundamental boxing
But
skill.
if he does, that's kind of bad on Tyrone. Like you were trying to press to get him knocked out over. I mean, I know 500K
but
is
at
a
the
lot
end
of
of the
money
day,
for all
you
of us,
think
right?
like I don't think that Jake Paul is technical enough to like counter that hit Tyron Huntley coming at them at his head.
Mo just
I feel like he's not that technical to like, all right, let me count. He coming at my head.
But both of them aren't like that. I mean, if Jake is expecting him to come at him like that, he's got to be ready for it too. He's just a YouTube boxer that's doing well. At the end of the day, right? Like,
and it's crazy how
I mean, I'm not. I mean, if you give me as much time as he's taking, then I might
the Paul brothers are basically Donald Trump in politics.
Oh my goodness!
Nobody taking it serious, but then they really start to getting close to the top of the game, and it's like, dang, we gotta take Trump serious. He about to win this presidential election. Because back then, like it's like you see Jake Paul, Logan Paul. Back then, you would never in the world a million years guess they would be competing and basically beat Tyron Woodley. You know what I'm saying? Being in the ring with Floyd Mayweather and all that stuff. Gary could definitely.
Yeah, but I think this might be a little hit because I definitely don't know too many people who are looking forward to a second fight between Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. The first fight wasn't really all of that.
Right, exactly.
So they definitely going to take a little hit in the numbers with this joint, which hopefully doesn't slow up Jake Paul's, momentum and everything. But man, did y'all catch that Javante fight, man? What's your thoughts on that joint?
So I believe that he broke it. I believe he hurt his hand, his left hand.
But you didn't believe Wilder broke his hand, man. That's crazy.
Nah, because Wilder was.
It's crazy.
Javante was using his hand, his only one arm the whole time.
You see how people do
Deontay was using both hands.
You see how people do?
And then at the end said, "Oh, my hand's messed up." Javante was using one arm the whole time.
Yeah, Mo's slick, yo. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Hey, but that dude had a chin though. He was respectable.
Nah, I definitely.
It's crazy too because I was watching. So it was a funny situation. We drive back from Houston to back to base. The fight came on, and then it was late at night, and then a cop pulled up from an apartment complex, and like Texas roads are real dark and long, so he was following behind me for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I was looking for the next left to take just so he can like keep going. So we took that left. And it was an abandoned parking lot. So he followed me. He pulled me over because he was like, people usually don't take this way. So he was like, he searched my car and I had like drugs, alcohol in the car.
I'm done.
But like we was really driving so because we was watching a fight. But it's like, it's crazy.
Down in the boonies, man. Boonies of Texas, though. But you
like people usually take this left. I'm like,
you hear Mo taking up for the hometown hero, man, but he wouldn't give Wilder no flack on that.
Oh my God, man.
But I think that fight definitely raised the stock of his opponent more than it did Javante.
Definitely. It definitely did, yeah.
I think that man definitely was tough, man. I thought he would have had him out of there, but I don't know what Tank was doing. But
yeah, and Tank it's crazy. Tank's chin is low key underrated. His technical skills and his chin are underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've never seen a Rock before. Like that was probably the closest I seen him to getting like in trouble. But he definitely won. I don't think it was no question about it. I know people try to say it was could have went both ways. I'm like, people just want to see the mini Mike Tyson.
Yeah, they were saying that. The scorecard was kind of close, right?
It was, yeah.
But yeah, I think that 11th and 12th round was definitely a masterclass on one-handed boxing. Tank was really getting some good ones in with those.
And Tank is killing Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. I don't want to hear that.
Man, they scared.
Ryan Garcia, he got knocked out. People don't know that.
Devin Haney fought the day before. I watched that joint on Saturday.
Oh yeah, no, that was. Yeah.
I messed with Haney,
but we're gonna keep it moving. So
I'm done. Yeah. You're really trying to watch that game, That's crazy.
So the next topic that we have is hobbies. So this is for all of our listeners, so they can get to know us a little bit better. Each one of y'all can give one or two of your hobbies. So if you want to start with you. No, I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna let Anthony or you go first.
I'm done. What
let me hear what y'all have to say.
I'm a homebody for it. Like I like just relaxing, You know what I'm saying? Playing basketball. Honestly, I like laying in my bed, just being on my phone, honestly. It's so relaxing. Like I know people like up to do stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, I like personal time. You know what I'm saying? Just like laying down. I feel like that's definitely undervalued. Or people kind of like make fun of it. But I'm gonna tell you one thing too that's overrated. People don't folding clothes is overrated.
Oh my goodness.
And I did it, they were doing a study, it wastes time. Like what is the purpose of folding
facts,
clothes?
That's facts, yeah.
I know people think it's good for your mind and stuff like that, maybe making your bed and stuff. But you could do so much stuff in the time you could be folding clothes.
But ironing clothes isn't folding it like your t-shirts for like
yeah, but if you fold it, you still gonna have to iron it regardless.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
So
like you just
folding clothes is a way for you to relax. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying folding clothes is a waste of time. Like you could do so much stuff in that amount of time. Because you wash clothes probably every week. It takes a while to fold clothes. But that was just a little random input.
Develop a clothes folding washing machine dryer set. I'm done. But nah, yo, some of my joints, I got lots of hobbies. My Crown Royal collection, collecting the exquisite whiskey of Canada, Crown Royal Fine Deluxe. Man, I got probably like close to 50 bottles. I got a nice Hess truck collection. Man, dating all the way back. I think the latest truck I got is from like 1982 to, I got every truck from 1982 to 2022.
Dang.
So, what else? I mean, those probably my biggest two.
You like the haircutting.
That's Mo
talking about. That's what I thought he was going to say.
I thought you were talking
about playing basketball.
That is a hobby.
Laying in the head.
You get out work and stuff like that. But definitely. So I like looking up like NFL, but like haircutting is definitely like I've always been an artist. Like growing up, I can like draw and stuff like that. So cutting hair is definitely the natural part. It definitely like gives people like I like seeing the confidence I give people when I cut their hair and stuff like that. And it's like it's a recession proof that thing too. So it's like not everybody can cut their hair, so it's not going to be a thing that goes out of business or becomes extinct. You know, everybody got different hair textures. It's always going to be a need for a barber.
I gotta put Mo on the spot, yo. The Drake CLB cut, right?
Yeah.
What would you replace the heart with? Like, what's the next style, right? The Wiz Khalifa patch, the Drake CLB cut. What's the Money Mo? You can't be the Boosie part, yo. What's the Money Mo hair cutting design?
I think it's gonna be the like a line apart, just to bring back to the middle part, like how they used to do in the 90s. That line straight up the middle. You know what I'm talking about?
Never seen that.
A
line straight up the middle.
Part in the middle.
I've never seen nothing like that.
Don't you know the fish hook? Don't you know the fish hook?
Yeah.
Like the hair part fish hook, like how they used to do it.
Oh no, you got to show.
I was saying the video this thing, yeah.
I like the level. I might have to try the level change. What is it? The level change high top fade, yo.
Oh my goodness. This man.
All right, Shawnee, man, what's your hobbies?
So I don't really like got much. I'm really simple. I would say like, kind of what Anthony says, it's like chilling. But I do like I love sports like football and basketball. It's like watching a football game or a basketball game. It's like some like especially the Steelers, right? If they're playing anywhere, like it's something I can miss. Hey, hold on.
That's why he's trying to rush the pod because he's trying to watch his game.
The next thing is it's kind of like just it's like walking and just like listening to music. It's really weird. Like I'll be anywhere, but I'm not saying I like running or jogging, but I just like walk and like have music on and you
definitely
can, like,
and driving too.
Yeah, driving with but that's not really a hobby. You wouldn't like hop in the car and just
boy, we'll be putting miles on that joint, yo.
Yeah, but like crazy. I like nature, right? Like I can walk. I want to walk, have music on, just like look at like you know stuff around me. I think that's like
Mo's a 95 bandit, bro.
Like, I guess like hiking and taking adventures is what the better word would be.
I got a question, yo, for Shawnee, man. You said you don't be listening to hip hop like that. So what kind of music are you listening to on your music walks?
Yeah, I mean, I listen to hip hop on and off. I got like 3 people that I mainly listen to. It's Kanye, Nipsey, and then J. Cole. Those are like the 3 main guys I would always like. you know what I mean, I have in my playlist, but it's Punjabi music, man. You guys, the listeners out there, if y'all don't listen to it, there's urban Punjabi music where it's like a fusion of hip hop and Punjabi, and then there's like folk music, and then there's just Bhangra music. So that's the type of music I listen to. So y'all should get on to that. Just search Punjabi music on YouTube wherever you're at, and you definitely find something that you can. I know I even tried to send Anthony some like fusion ones that he can understand parts.
They got like no vibe.
Yeah,
definitely beat
nice,
style.
like melodies and stuff to it.
We're gonna act like Nav ain't fall off, but
I used to be on that Nav train, but now
Nav got a strong fan base now. He got a strong one. People defend him.
Now I don't know. I feel like
that's because Ack got off his neck, yo. And he
but Gary does see the strong fan base now.
Ack out here taking bodies, yo, and taking names, yo. Nav's
fan base can compete with Ack now.
Stop, yo, you're crazy, yo.
But you do see the fan base.
Got on the phone and apologized. Yo said I was off them beans and I should have never said nothing like that. He said as soon as he said it, he knew he messed up, yo. Ack was on his head, yo. I don't want to hear nothing about Nav.
But people used to hate
They'll
that.
Show more t-shirts than albums, yo.
People be like, Nav is the GOAT. In a trolling way.
Nobody said Nav was a GOAT.
No, I'm talking about in a trolling way, but they still like him. They're not saying like, get this, you know. They like. I'll show you some tweets after this podcast.
Has he dropping anything lately? Is he dropping anything?
He about to drop something.
Man, he dropped his career. That's what he dropped.
Oh my god. This man dead, bro.
Nah, but like
we gonna talk about
I listened to him in the beginning, and now it's just like,
Gary, he put the bundle.
He got it no more. I feel like if he's saying he's got it, I think he don't got it no more.
Nah, his next song will be crazy. Of course, Gary going to test his over 100,000 sold copies to his bundle, but nobody's buying bundle nowadays. So he sold. I forgot how much he sold for good intentions, like 130 or something like that units in 1 week.
They'll show more V-Long t-shirts than albums.
Oh my god!
Let's keep it moving straight along. Next, we got the NFL updates. Y'all got it. Go ahead.
So we're gonna talk about a lot of teams that we were discussing just privately, like what team really's got it, right? There's no team right now that's like really set to be like scary in the postseason. You see like teams that are doing well and they're losing. Like you see the Patriots. I mean, they're one of the teams that's actually doing well recently. We don't know if it's really the system or if it's the teams that they're playing, but they beat the Bills. But then again, the Bills are struggling. They lost to the Jaguars, and of course they just lost to the Patriots.
Yep.
You got teams that are like up and down, like the Bengals. You know, they beat the Steelers twice. They beat the Ravens. And then you thought that, hey, they maybe had something, and now they just got beat by the Chargers.
Yeah, it's unpredictable.
Same thing for the Chargers. Like, they lost to the Steelers. So it's like teams that are like, and then the same thing with the Rams. They got Odell. We thought that they were going to be like fire-packed and everything, but they don't really got it right now.
Yeah, this is an unpredictable season. I think the biggest thing is like the Chiefs are back. That's the scariest part.
Nah, their defense isn't there though. Their defense is.
It's getting back where it was. Yeah.
No, the offense is going to be there, but I feel like the defense is not going to be there for them even in the postseason. I feel like the defense is not able to. But I feel like the one sleeper team. I know everyone's saying the Cardinals because Kyler Murray and everyone's playing nice. Their defense is good, but I feel like the one sleeper team that's doing well, and it's like the quarterback isn't even trying, and that's Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Like the man came in so late into the I think he missed all the preseason because he was holding out, and just came in and I was balling out, and they've lost 2 or 3 games, and I think that's one of the teams to watch out for. But the Ravens, I mean, look at them struggling. They're probably one of the worst teams in the league.
Oh, say it again. My fault.
I said the Ravens are doing horrible right now. They're probably one of the worst teams in the league. Like they can't.
8-4. We go there, man. Lamar about to start turning up, man. He about to start. I do agree. Like it's kind of like him being a quarterback with TJ Watt coming off the edge and him not having Ronnie Stanley out. It's kind of scary. As a quarterback,
Riley Stanley would have been on the left side. That would have still been the right side. That
I'm saying like in general, because with the Browns too, he threw 4 interceptions, so Myles Garrett was coming off. So he was saying that he kind of gets scared. You know what I'm saying? But the Steelers always have.
What I hear? You know what I just heard? I heard excuses.
Now at the end of the day, we still got a better record. Yeah, people would be like,
we got the as we're recording, we got the Vikings still coming up for the Steelers. So when we take this dub,
but the Colts, Bengals, the Dolphins got scary defenses, and I think
the
just the Colts and the Dolphins
to worry about it.
They are worried. They
Nah,
are definitely.
Dolphins are slacking. Tua almost got traded by the trade deadline, and the Colts. I have faith in Carson Wentz to mess up the game for them.
But
There's a
Jonathan
reason
Taylor.
why he left the Eagles. But yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. The next topic is a dream home.
Yeah, man. As the pandemic hit, you've seen a lot of more people, going and moving from inner cities out into the countryside or more suburban neighborhoods. So we just one of the good topics to talk about is like what your dream home is, man. As people are leaving the city and getting away from more cramped lifestyles, what are people looking for? Let me pose the question to Money Mo, man. What's your dream home?
So I've always like COVID or not, like pandemic or not, I've never liked big houses or like big land. Like I've always been the type of dude that like I like smaller spaces. So I like the I always say I could live in this forever, like in a penthouse in like New York City, even with a family. You know what I'm saying? I just like that, being close to everybody, being close to everything, you know what I'm saying? The vibes you get, the cold weather you get. Obviously, like it will suck like with groceries, you know what I'm saying, having your own space and stuff like that. But just that vibes you get from that like penthouse lifestyle or a small house. I don't know why people buy big houses, like the Rick Ross house. I know this is kind of like a status thing, but like I feel like you would get lonely in that big house. So I like smaller spaces. Definitely.
No, I feel like that's kind of opposite. I feel like for myself, I feel like you need space. You need space to like do your own thing in the house. I don't want you like for one, the city, the whole aspect of New York City, I couldn't do it because I feel like from neighbors and people around you, like looking out the window, if you live in a penthouse, like you don't got privacy. Not only that, like when you're out about on the street, like people know, oh, this guy left his house at that time. If you're in open space, like people don't know what's going on with you. People don't need to know what's going on with you, right?
Except
Like
for
I
them
don't want people to be
ghosts
like
in the house
studying
like
your
that.
habits. Or, nah, nothing like that, man. But
That's
like,
crazy.
it's just like you get. I feel like suburban is better than the city lifestyle, just because it's like you have space, you have a lot like a yard. If you were in the city, man, for one, you have like you can't. What are your kids? Your kids are gonna be trapped inside all day. What are you gonna do with your kids? Then they're gonna get on social media and technology. You want them to be outside, enjoy the parks and the weather and stuff. Like it's cold time, it's fun. I think that's like a vibe. It is definitely enjoyable, but that's something that you probably enjoy for a week. And after that, when you gotta start like going through the whole penthouse lifestyle. I don't think it's all that. How about you? Yeah, what do you think?
For me, man, definitely, I need to be in the country. I need space, man. I'm not down with the cities at all, man. I can't do it. I hate driving in cities. I hate everything about cities. Give me a log cabin on the lake, boy. I'm chilling, man. I need a log cabin in the countryside on the lake, and I'm chilling. Right? I can't, man. The townhouses, I just can't do it. I'm cramped up.
One thing I will say, the parking is trash.
Yeah, yo, and I like to have events. I want people to come over, man.
No,
I don't need you parking 3 blocks down the street to get to my house. You see what I'm saying? I want you to be able to pull up, be comfortable, and ain't worry about nobody hitting your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we need a log cabin in the boonies. We're playing Ghostbusters. It's like, no.
Facts.
But man, yeah, it's crazy to see like how people like different things, man. But for me,
everybody mindset different, definitely.
You got people leaving the city, you got people going to the city. So
but do y'all like them big houses with like 10 rooms, like the Rick Ross? I feel like it's no need for that, unless you got like a house with like a family with you got 10 kids in it. I feel like it's nothing. There's no point in having all that space inside of a house. I feel like it can be lonely at certain points.
Yeah, I mean that should be another topic.
Yeah.
Ideal family, yo. You can talk about how many kids you want and things like that.
Yeah.
You can add that in for another pod. But yeah, I mean, if you want, like, people are more getting away from the bigger families nowadays. So like those houses are more like show for show. But if you like to entertain, you need space to entertain, man.
Facts.
All right, man. Let's keep it moving. Tristan Thompson. I don't really know too much about this. I'm gonna let y'all handle it.
Yeah, that did. So basically, he got he always cheating on Chloe. So he got he cheated on the first time, she got back with him. Cheated on the second time, got back with him. And now this third time, apparently he was in the off season training with an assistant who was actually somebody who he was sleeping with, and he got her pregnant. And then he sent a text message to her saying he'll offer her $75,000 to get an abortion. Yeah. I'm like, so he like obviously like on the female's perspective.
Well,
like,
that's
that's nothing.
Not to like,
yeah, that's nothing.
To, like,
she hit the jackpot.
That's like 75 cents.
Nah, but it's like, how many times as Chloe, like, not to be like disrespectful, right? But like, how many times does that have to happen to you for you to be like, all right, this is not where I need to be, right? Like,
but at the same time, you know how these Hollywood relations go. A lot of them are open relationships.
Yeah.
So that's
then
crazy.
It's really cheating. Then what?
You just can't embarrass them.
Right, you just can't embarrass them, and she kind of embarrassed.
My man just went out. He don't got no, what they call it, DD.
Right. Yeah, so we'll definitely see where that joint go. He this is his third child. You know what I'm saying? He said
I just read some funny stuff on Twitter. It's like Tristan Thompson is always in the news, and again, it's not for basketball.
Is he actively playing?
Yeah, he is.
Plays, but he's on the Kings. He's trash now. He was on.
He is gone. LeBron got him that check. And he said he got you know what I'm saying? He said he has a sex addiction, so we'll definitely pray on that check. But no, yeah, it's crazy.
Bo said we're gonna pray on it, boy.
Yeah. But remember how they try to remember how they
visit that bunny
but they
ranch?
Do. As a black man though, they do. Remember when they said Tiger Woods cheated, how they try to destroy him as a man?
Man, Tiger Woods rests with white women, yo. We ain't worried about
true. We'll see. We'll see where that goes.
Yo said we gonna pray about it. This man Bo is crazy, yo. I'm done, yo. Nah, yo definitely moving foul out in these streets. It is like, even if it's just to him, like keep your business private, man.
Right.
Definitely, like you don't miss I think it's simple. Like, just don't mix business and pleasure. If Shorty's your personal trainer or your trainer, why are you mixing business with pleasure? First of all, man?
I don't think. I mean, not to be like sexist, right? But I don't think a girl like is training. Like that's kind of a red flag right there, right? Like if you're an NBA player, he's obviously gonna he's gonna no. Like seriously, on a serious note, he wouldn't have a female basketball like trainer.
What if
right?
she was a yoga trainer?
I mean,
how do you know what she was training?
No, okay. See, that's I don't mean like, you know what I mean. Of course, it could have been
his meditation.
But I feel like it's a red flag if you're telling her she's going to train me for basketball for Chloe, right off the bat. You should be like,
yeah, especially Chloe should definitely know, like, all right, what's going on?
Yeah, it's like, come on now. If he's a 6 foot big man, he's not gonna have or 6'10" big man as a center. He's not gonna have like a 5'2" girl that's trying to tell her, hey, I'm your trainer, and like Chloe's
true.
So it's just some red flags that she should have been catching from the jump, but
right. Not a Kardashian love the black men.
I'm gonna let Z stay on that item for his
Kardashians love the black men, so they try to keep that foundation.
They definitely got something a little suspicious going on over there, man. They are extracting wealth out of the black community like crazy. But then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up with this last topic. And there's a breaking story came out of the DMV area with Maryland. Is like, this man was on social media bragging about how he was going to be rich and that he was having the biggest come up of his life. My man was online selling fake vaccination cards, man. He was selling like $70 a pop. He had 300. He had sold out. My man was bragging on social media that he was going to hit the re-up, go get another 400. Say he was even going down the price to $60, man, because the joints was selling like hotcakes. My man had a whole business plan. He was advertising on Facebook Marketplace, on social media, Instagram, Twitter, man. I mean, my man had the joint on. My man had this joint selling Man, he was jumping like Jordan straight out the gym, man. He got drafted like LeBron James straight out of high school. And then, he came in there, they came to a screeching halt, boy. Them boys ran down on him. My man hit the mug shot, man. It was looking real sad for my guy, man. So what y'all think about this, man?
But I got a question. Like, have any of y'all like because I look at my vaccination card, it looked like it's real easy to like make a copy. But like, have you guys ever been like, is it like a thing where it's like it's in the system? Have you guys ever like been like asked for your vaccination card and they like check it up in the system?
I'll tell you, on my vaccination card, my birth date's wrong. So I don't know if it's got it. Like if they were to ever check it, it would probably just show up as like me not even existing. So
Right.
I don't know if it's right in the system or whatnot. So
because it has to be a lot of databases because like everybody
Right.
has a different database.
Because not only that, people have lost their like vaccination card.
Right.
So how does that? I mean, they're gonna have to get like.
And there's nothing special about the card. It's just a piece of paper.
Like,
yeah, I don't know. I think this is more of him getting caught for
bragging about it,
producing the vaccination cards than it is for people getting caught using fake vaccination cards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they have a national system where you can present a vaccination card and they
they'll
check
look you
it
up
and
in the
say
database.
you're real or not. But there's definitely something going on with this man bragging. Yo literally
so this
tweeted out.
Is actually Antonio Brown of the NFL. He got caught with the fake vaccination.
Oh
card
yeah,
that actually got snitched on by.
Yeah, but they got more resources in the NFL.
Yeah, in general, just about the whole like general aspect of like the fake, the whole business of the fake vaccination cards, and people are using it so much, and it's actually a legitimate business that's been going on for the last year that the vaccine has been out, because people that don't want to get vaccinated and or like in the situation where your job is kind of, I guess, forcing you to get it.
Right.
So, I mean, I can understand where his bragging and him trying to flex on Twitter about how his business is doing so well is real, because I'm sure there's so many people, like, I guess even around us that probably have gotten a fake vaccination card.
Right. Just to fake it. Like I said, it's nothing special about the card. You really, I remember I lost mine. They gave me a new one at work. Same piece of paper. I'm like, all I did was sign my name.
I'm done. Yeah,
he's
man.
Out here like snitching on the military.
What?
One quick thing I want to add in before we wrap it up is they got the Drake and Kanye free Larry Hoover concert today on Amazon Prime. Man, what do y'all think about this event? Me personally, I don't know too much about Larry Hoover, but there is something I think we should discuss on one of the pods about, like, how much time, like prison time, and like how much bad and good do you have to do in order for it to be overturned, man? Because just from me knowing base level of what Larry Hoover's been involved with the GDs in Chicago, I don't think he deserves to die, but man, I just don't know the case too well. I don't think
he'll have a voice for anything.
Yeah, and it's definitely not like you're gonna get out here and the youngins on the street gonna be like, oh, that's big GD Larry Hoover, man. They're gonna look at this man and be like, you've been locked up for however many years, man.
But I think it's more for himself and his family. They just want to see him out, just because I guess it's more of like Kanye just wanting him out as, I guess, a person. Because you look at his wife, she got a lot. Kim, she's got a lot of people cut time for cases that they had. So I think I'm sure for himself in the streets, it might be like, or not for himself, and the streets might look at it differently, but I think it's more of like him as a person.
It's just crazy, like Gary's saying, like with Chicago, it's mainly like block versus block. Like people as GDs and BDs are the same. They friends with each other. So it's like, it's definitely dying off. I think like he can have a voice for like communities in terms of like making different like community turkey drives or something like that. But he just because it's foundation, but like I think anybody else can do it just as much as he can. End of the day, I don't get the point of the concert.
Yeah, and you got to remember, like, the joints, like most said, block by block, the joint has got so degraded now that you can be a BD and be BDK at the same time. Like, just because you BD, like, it's real, is you're more predicated on the K than you are on your set. So like, you can be BD and BDK at the same time. So like, Yeah, man, I just don't think like he's gonna get out and then like I think if they're thinking like he's gonna get out and then preach to the young guys,
Yeah, they ain't gonna listen
it
to
ain't
that,
gonna
dude.
happen, man.
Right. Because at the end of the day, they got, you know what I'm saying, they got older people, like parents and stuff like that, moms who they not even listening to. And if they gonna listen to the Larry Hoover over their mom or something like that,
Yeah,
if they people thinking they
I
gonna
agree
listen to
with
Larry
Joe, but I
Hoover.
just personally think it's more of like them doing it for his own sake. Like, just want to see him get out
Yeah.
more
I
than
could
him trying
understand
to
that.
represent and be.
So that's something we'll add on to a future docket, man. But
We'll
with
see where it
that,
goes with this concert.
man, y'all
I'll
got
be
any
watching.
closing words for the people?
I'll be
If not,
watching the concert. You know what's up, Gary? No.
you know Mo's going to anywhere he sees Drake, yo.
Oh my
I'm
God.
done. But
It
with
makes me
that,
feel so good when he says I like
all
Drake.
we do know before we close out is Jake Prince is a well-respected man.
man, yo, Jay Fritz, man, I don't know, man. You'll be getting mad passes.
I don't know how he hasn't been arrested yet.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
But with that, Mo, you better be careful, man. You know you down there
I
in
know.
Jay Prince territory. You down there in Jay Prince territory, man.
People was like, don't say his name out there.
I'm
Yeah.
And with that, we Thanks for tuning in to Opinions to Million podcast. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. New episode dropping every week. You want to hop on the next one? Shoot us an email. Follow us on all social media at Opinions to Million. We out.